I can't believe it's almost 2026. Well, hello, fellow aerialists, flexibility, and fitness friends. Welcome back to the channel. Well, I was looking through my calendar and I realized, OMG, it is almost January. If you guys have been following me, you know that a few months ago, I was posting about my keto journey. And the journey was working. I went from 153.6 to 148.4 just within 3 weeks, and I felt strong and healthy. Then I went on a cruise. I stopped watching my carb intake just to enjoy myself, which is fine. And when I came back from my cruise, I did go back to eating healthy and low carb, but I stopped trying to be super careful about exactly what I was putting into my body, and my keto diet kind of went to the wayside. Now I'm super happy to say that my pre-cruise jumpstart stayed. I've been able to maintain my weight between 146 and 148. And while I'm really happy I'm out of the 150s, that is definitely not my goal weight, which is why I'm going back on keto, jump starting my 2026, and this time I have a tool. So if you guys have ever been on a keto diet, one of the biggest challenges is knowing when your body is actually in ketosis. You can think you're doing everything right, but if your ketone levels are not between 0.5 and 3.0 mmol, then you are not in ketosis. That's why if you truly want to get your body into ketosis, it's very important to have a monitoring tool. Now, there are things like finger pricking, which is annoying, urine testing, which is kind of gross, but also not exactly accurate, and breath meters, which feels more of like a guessing game. That is why I'm so super excited to announce that I am collaborating with SiBio CKM, which is a continuous monitoring system. What this is a small, flexible sensor that is applied just beneath the skin, and it'll read your ketone levels every 5 minutes. One of these guys works for a 14-day cycle, and you'll be able to see when your ketone levels rise, fall, and you'll know the effects that meals, workouts, and sleep are having on you. Now, I'm not going to apply the device until tomorrow because I am going to a birthday party tonight, and knowing that, I don't want to waste a day using it, but I am going to pre-set up the app that goes with the monitor. Super easy. You go to the App Store, you type in SiBio, it comes right up. Make sure you download it, and from there, you have to enter your email account and password. And from there, all you have to do is register. Once you're registered, you can set up your account in just a few minutes. So once the app is good to go, you actually have to wait until the sensor is applied to pair it. So I just want to say, I'm excited, but also nervous to start this journey. In the past, when I've been keto, it's always been a guessing game for me. I've been like, I think this is low in carbs, or I think I didn't have too much protein. Did you guys even know having too much protein is a thing when trying to stay in ketosis? So I'm excited to know, but I'm also nervous to know. Like, have I been doing this wrong the whole time? We'll see. Welcome to my bathroom floor, the glamorous life of a YouTuber. I'm super excited because I'm about to apply my SiBio CKM Sensor. And of course, they chose this moment to drill outside. So I was like, okay, no worries, I'll set up in the bathroom. So I have the sensor in the box ready to go. I think there's an alcohol wipe in here, but just in case, I have an extra alcohol wipe. Then, most important is they actually have a little instructional video on how to apply it, which I'm going to follow along to, and I can pause and start whenever needed.
My name is Patrick with the SiBio team.
There is an alcohol wipe in the box, and there's also instructions, and this is what the device looks like. The one in the video looks a little bit different than the one I was given, so I'm also going to use the instructions. So step 1 is to twist. So the cap comes right off. Okay, I have a little helping hand that's gonna help me out. I didn't feel anything.
Well, it's there.
I didn't feel anything.
Good.
I didn't feel anything. There you go, you guys. It is on. Okay, now that everything is on and ready to go, I'm gonna sync the app to my device. And here it says, sensor warm up, 59 minutes. So I'm just gonna go about my day. This is a look at my first Keto Grocery Haul. But before we get into it, I want to say I asked my husband to help me apply the sensor because I was a little nervous. But after having him do it, I have to tell you guys, I honestly did not feel a thing, not even a prick. If I have to do it again, I can definitely do it again myself. It's really no big deal. As for the grocery haul, I talked about this a lot in previous videos, but I wanted to remind you guys that to stay in ketosis, you should be keeping your carb and sugar intake super low, no more than 25 grams of carbs per day, and no more than 2 or 3 grams of sugar. Protein consumption should be moderate, 20 to 25% of your daily calories. Your main energy source in a keto diet should be fat. That's where you should be using 70 to 75% of your daily calories. I'm about to head to my Aerial Silks practice, but you guys, I just want to say, now I knew to expect this, but I am at 0.1 millimoles in the app, and that is like the worst. And it even says not in ketone at the top to shame me. But I knew that was going to be the situation because I just ate a lot of sugar yesterday and the day before. I indulged a little too much, but I was with family. And remember, to be in nutritional ketosis, your ideal blood ketone levels should be between 0.5 and 3.0. Any lower than 0.5, you are not burning fat. Any higher could be a little dangerous. And it was time to start my day wearing the sensor. And one of my biggest concerns was that being an aerialist, the sensor would rub against the silks and fall off. Now, SiBio has told me that they will be making patches soon that will cover the sensor. But in the meantime, you can purchase a continuous glucose monitor sensor cover from any of the big retailers. I myself put a big old Band-Aid over it, and honestly, I don't think I needed it. The sensor really just stays on nice and tight. My other big concern was that my arm would be sore or hurt and I would have muscle weakness. Not at all. You don't feel this. At one point, I forgot I was even wearing it. Good morning, you guys. I haven't even had my morning cup of coffee yet, but we are going into day 4 of wearing this guy. And I kind of wanted to summarize my thoughts and feelings on the sensor. So when I first put the sensor on, it said 0.1. And it was saying 0.1 for a while. And I was starting to get really depressed, thinking that everything I was eating was wrong. But yesterday, day 3 of wearing the device, I woke up, forgot to look at my numbers, took an aerial class. And when I came back from the aerial class, I was at 0.8. Can you believe it? And it said, you are slightly burning fat, which is so cool. And then this morning, when I woke up, I stepped on the scale and I lost over a pound. And I know that seems like no big deal, but for someone like me whose weight has been hanging out between 146 and 148, this is just evidence to show you that eating a true keto diet works. And the CKM sensor has helped me feel so validated, like I know what I'm doing. And certain foods I was concerned about, the sensor has shown me that my concerns were warranted. For example, last night I had a keto ice cream bar and it has 2 grams of sugar. About an hour later, my numbers had dropped down to 0.4. So now I also feel like I have a better handle on what I need to eat going forward. Anyway, you guys, if you want to learn more about or purchase the sensor, you can check out my referral link down below or use code LBF at checkout. This device has just made me feel so empowered. I feel so ready for 2026. And if you guys are thinking about starting a keto diet, are in the middle of a keto diet, but feel like it's not working for you, or just want to jumpstart 2026 overall, like me, I definitely recommend you consider getting the SiBio CKM sensor. And that's all I got for you today. Of course, hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on if you want to continue following me on my keto journey. Also, if you like Aerial Silks tutorials or flexibility follow along videos, I definitely recommend you subscribe for that too. Until the next time, I hope you guys have a fit and fabulous day. Bye-bye.